Hi, and welcome back at betslip TV. It is a Friday show where we are going to give you all exclusive tips for this weekend football. During the show, we will hear from our expert in the UK and across Europe to get the tips, the best prediction for both domestic and international football. After providing you with our tips from our expert here at betslip TV headquarters, we'll go over to Robin Bylund, who will provide tips on the Premier League, then to Italy for the Italian and Spanish predictions, and last but not least, to Paris, where Justine Matignon will tell us the tips from our local office in France. Make sure you subscribe to betslip TV, as you will get access to all those exclusive tips for free and also get notifications when new exclusive videos are released. Remember that those tips will not be available on our website or on our Twitter feed. You can only find them by watching videos at betslip TV here on YouTube. All you need to do to subscribe is to click in the link in the post above, and everything is completely free. Also, in the description below, you will find the links that will load the bet suggested in this video directly in your bet slip. In this way, you will save time as you don't have to find those selections in the bookmakers' websites, and also you will ensure to back our tips with the best possible odds. But let's start by saying that we had a fantastic week here at betslip TV tips. Not only we landed a massive 16-1 treble last Saturday, but on Tuesday night we also landed both the best of the day and the treble at 4-1. In the last weekend, our Italian expert Luca Semproni has also tipped correctly 2 anytime goal scorer out of 2. So well done to our expert, and let's hope you have enjoyed those wins like we did. But now let's move on, as we have a lot of things to look forward in today's show. As usual, we will start with the tips provided by our expert here at betslip TV headquarters. We'll give you one bet of the day and one treble for the weekend. Let's start with the bet of the day, which is Sheffield Wednesday no draw bet against Millwall on Saturday at 3 p.m. at 15-8. The Old's recent form has been impressive since caretaker manager Neil Thompson took over. The return of Jordan Rhodes should be a positive addition to the team, as the former Blackburn striker has scored 2 goals already. The last one was on Tuesday against Bournemouth in only 400 minutes played this season. In the last 4 championship matches, only 4 teams have made more points than the Olds, and Sheffield Wednesday conceded only 6 goals in the last 7 matches and will be keen to extend this positive period. Millwall, on the other hand, have won only 1 of their last 8 matches and have scored only twice in the last 360 minutes of the league. Gary Rowett has tried different options this season, but with not tangible results. Millwall, on the other way, are draw specialists, and it could be that they take another point here, but Sheffield Wednesday are on fire, so begging them in the draw no bet market looks value. So this is our bet of the day. Let's now move on the treble. The first selection is coming from the German Bundesliga and is Bayer Leverkusen to beat Stuttgart. Die Werkself have won only 1 of their last 7 Bundesliga matches, but have defeated Borussia Dortmund in this period and also had a rather unfavorable calendar. Better spots are to deal with lots of injury problems, but things are starting to get better, and the arrival of Leicester winger Demarai Gray should help them. Bailey, Diaby and Patrick Schick are all talented players that are capable of causing problems to a Stuttgart side who have lost the last 2 matches away from home against Arminia and Freiburg. So this is our first selection, which is Bayer Leverkusen to beat Stuttgart. Now let's move on to the second selection, which is the under 2.5 in Burnley v Brighton. Brighton are definitely flying at the moment after winning over Tottenham and Liverpool in the last 2 matches. They are now in a very safe position as they have a 10 points advantage over the drop zone and have lost only once of the last 8 games in all competitions. Burnley, on the other side, have lost 2 in a row against Chelsea and Man City, both with 2-0 results. Sean Dyche's men have only managed to deliver 3 shots on target in those 2 games, and now have failed to score in 5 of their last 8 Premier League matches. Looking at Brighton, even if the results have been very positive, they are still struggling to score goals. In fact, all the last 3 wins against Leeds, Spurs and Liverpool were achieved with just 1 goal scored. When those 2 teams clash back in November, they deliver a goalless draw, and we expect something similar this time, also considering that both teams will be quite pleased with a draw considering their position in the table. So under 2.5 in Burnley v Brighton is our first selection of this weekend treble. The second selection is Luton to beat Huddersfield at 5-4. It has been a very disappointing month for Huddersfield, who are now sitting in 14th place in the Championship table. They're still pretty safe, but they need to be careful, as if they allow some more slip-ups, they could really be involved in the relegation battle. The Terriers have had injuries issues, and they will still have injury issues this weekend, as they are missing some key defenders, and they have really made some very significant acquisition during January, if we do exclude the return of Duan Olbs. Corberan's men have managed to pick only 1 point out of the last 15 availables, and also the Terriers have lost 5 of the last 6 matches away from home, with the last goal that was scored back in November. Luton, on the other side, have a very stubborn and strong defence, and have played really well even if they were defeated against Blackburn 1-0 in the last weekend. The Hatters have lost the last 2 matches now, but have also managed to beat Bristol City and Bournemouth in January. It looks as they have operated quite smartly in the transfer market, as they have added Tom Ince, Carl Nesmith and Elia Adebayo, which will give them more option in attack, which has been their main problem. Scoring goal has been their main problem for them this season. So Luton, if we look at the stats, have also done well at home, as they have won 3 of the last 5 matches, and for this reason we believe that there is value in backing them to overcome an inconsistent and rather injury-hit Terrier side. So this is the last selection of our treble, which returns 7.2. So that means if you bet £10, you get around 72 back, which is not bad for a weekend. And considering that we have last 2 treble, the last 2 Saturdays, we really hope to get the third one in this weekend. But now let's hear what our Premier League expert Robin Bylund have to say in regard of this weekend. As usual, he will provide a bet of the day and also a treble on the Premier League. Robin has had great results in the last weekend, as he contributed to land a 16-1 treble and also had this bet of the day spot on. So Robin, that's over to you.
Well, it's time for another Premier League weekend, and we have some great games ahead of us. It was a crazy midweek. We saw Manchester United beat Southampton with 9-0. We also saw Liverpool get a second consecutive defeat at Anfield after 68 games without a loss at Anfield. They've now lost 2 in a row against Burnley and Brighton. Let's see what we have ahead of us in this weekend instead. We have looked at a combined treble, a combination of 3 games, and also picked out our best bet of the weekend. We start out in the treble, where we start with Aston Villa against Arsenal. Arsenal, who lost to Wolves in the midweek, and Aston Villa, who lost to West Ham in midweek. Both teams have looked good recently. Aston Villa very much led by Jack Grealish, and Arsenal finding their form, especially led by Lacazette and Bukayo Saka. And we think that both teams at least will bounce back in terms of start scoring goals again, doing their best to get away with all the 3 points from Villa Park. And we think both teams will contribute to a game where we see over 2.5 goals. We're also looking at the Brighton, who took a surprisingly and shocking victory, of course, at Anfield 1-0 against Liverpool, and also beat Spurs the other weekend with 1-0. They have 4 consecutive clean sheets, and we know that Burnley is also normally very strong in their defense. So under 2.5 goals in Burnley-Brighton is also one of the picks for this treble. Last but not least, we have the big game on Sunday. It's Liverpool against Manchester City, and Manchester City have 9 wins in a row. They have 6 clean sheets in a row. They have a total of 12 games where the only goal they've conceded in the league is Ruben Diaz's own goal, and their defense just looks fantastic. And while they are having such a good form in defense, Liverpool is struggling with their goal scoring. Of course, we saw them score 3 against both Spurs and West Ham on away turf down in London. But home at Anfield, they have now gone 3 consecutive games without scoring, the worst streak since 1984. And Pep Guardiola, he knows they have a good gap down to Liverpool. They will sit very comfortable and deep, defend very structured, and we think it will be under 2.5 goals at Anfield as well. So we make a Premier League combination for the weekend with Aston Villa against Arsenal over 2.5 goals, Burnley against Brighton under 2.5 goals, and Liverpool against Manchester City under 2.5 goals. For the best bet of the weekend, we are looking to Bramall Lane and Sheffield United, who've only scored 14 goals this season, and they are up against Thomas Tuchel's new Chelsea side on Sunday. Chelsea took another victory at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Thursday night. They beat Jose Mourinho's men with 1-0. And have now 3 games in a row here with Thomas Tuchel without conceding. Of course, a bit worrying that Thiago Silva had to leave the field. He's been the foundation of that defense, but Tuchel still have some really good options. Mendy looks fine in goal, and it seems that he's doing his best to set the structure in defense and then elaborate a little bit with what attacking options he will use. So we think that Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel will come to Sheffield. They will take all the 3 points and they will keep a clean sheet. So our best bet of the weekend is Chelsea to win 2-0 against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane on Sunday.
Thank you very much, Robin, and we keep our fingers crossed so we can get some more wins this weekend. Let's now go over to mainland Europe, and more precisely to Italy, where our Italian and Spanish expert Luca Semproni will give us the tips for this week. Luca has had great results recently, and in the last weekend, as I mentioned before, he tipped correctly 2 anytime scorer out of 2 with Belotti and Joao Pedro. Let's see what he has to say for this weekend. Luca, are you there?
Ciao Simone, grazie della linea e bentornati come sempre a tutte le amiche e a tutti gli amici di Betting Tips for You. Oggi vi proponiamo una tripla con 2 partite del campionato italiano e una del campionato spagnolo, e poi vi diamo un paio di suggerimenti per 2 marcatori. Partiamo dalla tripla. La prima partita che prendiamo in esame è Genoa-Napoli, pronostico 1. Perché vi consigliamo l'1? Il Genoa innanzitutto ha ottenuto 10 punti nelle ultime 4 partite. Come vi dicevamo già 2 settimane fa, dal ritorno di Ballardini e con il mercato operato dalla società è veramente un'altra squadra. Menzione speciale per Mattia Destro, il bomber di Ascoli infatti viene dalla doppietta contro il Crotone, in casa del Crotone, ed ha segnato ben 9 gol in 16 partite. Insomma, sembra tornato il bomber che la Roma aveva strappato all'Inter a suon di milioni. Il Napoli, dal canto suo, è una squadra discontinua, come avevamo già anticipato anche qui qualche settimana fa, è capace di rifilare un 1-0 alla Fiorentina e poi perdere 2 settimane fa malamente 3-1 a Verona, una partita veramente brutta. In settimana poi c'è stato lo sfogo di Gattuso nei confronti del proprio presidente, il presidente De Laurentiis. I 2 sono ai ferri corti e sembrano quindi 2 separati in casa, una situazione che sicuramente all'interno della squadra comunque pesa. In più, ecco, la quota dell'1 del Genoa è molto alta, quindi vi consigliamo Genoa-Napoli pronostico 1. La seconda partita che prendiamo in esame, sempre dal campionato italiano, è Juve-Roma, e qui invece vi pronostichiamo il gol di entrambe le squadre, perché la Juve in un ottimo momento viene dalla convincente vittoria, veramente complimenti a Pirlo e alla sua squadra, per 2-1 a San Siro contro l'Inter nella gara d'andata ai semifinali di Coppa Italia. In campionato sono 2 le vittorie consecutive, 2-0 in casa col Bologna e 2-0 a Marassi contro la Sampdoria. La Juve avrà fuori comunque Dybala per infortunio e Betancourt per squalificato, che comunque in questo periodo sta dimostrando veramente un buon giocatore, faro del centrocampo, un'assenza pesante. La Roma, dopo la bufera causata dalla sconfitta per 3-0 nel derby e la clamorosa eliminazione, veramente clamorosissima eliminazione in Coppa Italia per mano dello Spezia, si è però rialzata e ha ottenuto 2 vittorie consecutive, una sullo stesso Spezia a 2 palme in casa, un gol all'ultimo minuto del capitano Pellegrini, ma soprattutto questo fine settimana quando ha vinto 3-1 col Verona, segnando appunto 3 gol in pochissimi minuti. In più ecco, la Roma miglior terzo attacco della Serie A e un Borja Majoral veramente stato di grazia, perché ha realizzato 3 gol nelle ultime 2 partite. Ci aspettiamo quindi una partita bella e ci aspettiamo che ci siano i gol. Perciò il secondo consiglio è gol da parte di entrambe le squadre. Terza partita invece che prendiamo in esame è una partita del campionato spagnolo. Atletico Madrid, Celta Vigo, pronostico 1. Facilissimo spiegare il perché, perché l'Atletico Madrid è partito fortissimo quest'anno veramente, ha 10 punti di vantaggio sul Real e sul Barcellona. In casa poi è un rullo compressore perché ha ottenuto 9 vittorie, appena un pareggio e quindi 0 sconfitte. Ha la miglior difesa del campionato con appena 10 gol subiti e il secondo attacco con 40 gol ad un solo gol dal Barcellona che ne ha fatti 41. In più Suarez è capocannoniere della squadra con 14 gol, 2 gol in più di Messi. Il nuovo acquisto Suarez, grandissima polemica, vi ricorderete quest'estate con la Juve, questo esame di italiano che aveva sostenuto all'Università di Perugia. Suarez, andato all'Atletico Madrid, ha continuato a segnare 14 gol, capocannoniere del campionato. Insomma, un dominio assoluto comunque dell'Atletico Madrid e sembra proprio che sia l'anno del Cholo Simeone, sembrano avviati verso la conquista della Liga. Il Celta dal canto suo non sta assolutamente però sfigurando, sta facendo un buon campionato perché è decimo in classifica con ben 6 punti di vantaggio sulla zona di retrocessione, considerando che comunque l'anno scorso si era salvato per appena un punto. Un ottimo lavoro quindi da parte del nuovo allenatore, l'argentino Eduardo Germán Codé, che è arrivato quest'anno e quindi sta facendo un ottimo lavoro. Però ecco, vi consigliamo l'1 perché sembra una partita che dovrebbe essere a senso unico. Real Madrid veramente, un Atletico Madrid veramente schiacciasassi. Quindi ricapitoliamo, la tripla che vi consigliamo è Genoa-Napoli, risultato e pronostico 1, Juve-Roma, gol da entrambe le squadre e Atletico Madrid-Celta Vigo 1. Veniamo adesso a 2 consigli per quanto riguarda i marcatori. Primo consiglio è Sassuolo Spezia, marcatore Caputo. Perché? Uno, perché lo Spezia, il Sassuolo è una squadra che comunque va forte in casa, fa tanti gol. Lo Spezia di contro, pur essendo una squadra che gioca molto bene, allo stesso tempo però gioca a viso aperto e subisce gol. E poi perché Caputo comunque ha fatto 7 gol in 15 partite, quindi la media di un gol ogni 2 partite. E l'anno scorso è stato veramente un grandissimo campionato da parte sua, 21 gol. Quindi ci aspettiamo Sassuolo Spezia al gol di Caputo. Secondo marcatore vi vogliamo consigliare, questo è un po' più semplice, paga un po' meno, Ronaldo in Juventus Roma. Perché? Perché comunque Ronaldo è capocannoniere di questa sfida, quindi Juve-Roma contro la Roma comunque ha segnato ben 9 gol e ha segnato in più anche all'andata perché aveva consentito con un grandissimo stacco di testa il pareggio alla Juve, gara che era finita per 2-2 con la Juve tra l'altro in 10 uomini. Quindi i consigli che vi diamo è Caputo marcatore in Sassuolo Spezia e Ronaldo marcatore in Juve Roma. Nel ricordarvi come sempre di giocare responsabilmente, auguro buon calcio a tutti voi e ridò a te la linea Simone, grazie.
Thank you very much, Luca, and let's keep rocking with those great results. I can hear again some French music. Okay, it looks as Justine Matignon is ready to tell us all the tips from our local office in Paris. Justine, that's over to you.
Hello, betting tips for you. From Paris, it is Justine Matignon here, and I am going to give you the tips just released by our French team for this weekend Ligue 1 football. As per the format of the show, we will give you one bet of the weekend and a treble. Let's start with the bet of the weekend, which features in Sunday's 2 p.m. clash between Saint-Étienne and Metz. Saint-Étienne have been in disappointing form recently, and we expect they will struggle at the Stade Geoffroy Guichard. Metz have won their last 4 encounters with Saint-Étienne, and the visitors are in great form as they are unbeaten in their last 6 league games. Saint-Étienne have dropped points in 5 of their previous 6 league games, suffering 3 defeats and 2 draws. So Metz to beat Saint-Étienne is our bet of the day for this weekend, or bet of the weekend, I should say, pardon. Let's now move to the treble. The first selection is Monaco to win at the Stade des Costières against Nîmes on Sunday afternoon. Monaco are coming into this match in fantastic form, as they have won their last 6 matches in Ligue 1. Monaco won 3-0 into this match against Nîmes, but in November, and with their current form, should be able to deliver also on Sunday. In addition to this, Nîmes have lost 5 of their last 6 league games, so we are going for Monaco to win as our first selection. The second selection is the draw between Montpellier and Dijon at the Stade de la Mosson. Montpellier haven't won any of their last 6 league games. Dijon having done much better, as they are also without a win in their last 6 matches on Ligue 1. In addition to this, 4 of the last 6 games between these two clubs have ended in draws. So our experts believe this is value in the draw between Montpellier and Dijon. The third and last selection is also coming on Saturday afternoon, and it is the under 2.5 goals between Nice and Angers at the Allianz Riviera. Historically, these two sides have frequently delivered a low number of goals when they have faced each other. Nice have failed to score in 3 of their last 6 matches, while Angers failed to score in the last weekend against Reims and aren't prolific side with just 29 goals scored in 23 matches this season. The treble returns 8-1, which means that if you bet £10, you will get back 82 if all goes to plan. Let's hope it does. It is all for this week from Paris. I wish you a great weekend. Good luck with your bets, and always gamble responsibly.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Justine, and we'll keep our finger crossed as well for more wins coming from Paris and France. Remember that you will find the links for all those bets in the description below. By clicking on those links, you will load our bets directly in your bet slip. This will not only save your time, but you also make sure that you get the selections correctly and allow you to bet with the best possible odds. We always make efforts to try to suggest the bookmakers that have the best odds for our tips. Obviously, the odds are subject to change, so double check them before betting. Make sure you subscribe to BT4Y TV on YouTube to get access to all exclusive tips for free, and also get notifications when new exclusive videos are released. All you need to do is to click on the link in the post above, and everything is completely free. So it's all for today, and we wish you, all of us here, wish you a great weekend. Good luck with your bets, but most importantly, always remember to gamble responsibly.